Hey guys, welcome to a base tour. This base is a little different. When it comes to Loki bases, you can't see it in the background there, right? It's a water base, obviously. But this base, I do some stuff in it that I haven't ever thought would be possible. So I'm kind of excited to share this with everybody. I'm on this planet, or on an isotem. Um, yes, we'll get to see it. I guess we'll just take my ship over. The reason I'm flying in instead of taking it is because being there because the landing pads are underwater. We can see it there, but the landing pads just shoot. Go, if you're gonna visit, you're gonna come out to the just go for landing pads by the base computer. Um, Come on. When you land, it's designed in a specific way. The corridors are like that because when you exit your ship, you're supposed to land inside. There's doors on the four landing pads. The reason the doors are there is when people visit the first time, I don't know if it's a loading thing. I've had people with PC come out, and when they try to do that, it puts them above the ship. If you're gonna come out and you have a pirate ship, the solar ships, don't use it. For some reason, they all work, but uh, I've had nothing but bad luck for that. Anyway, so this is the base here. This is the landing area. I have the centerpiece here. Don't bother coming out this way because you won't get in. This is the way out. It's basically a one-way path. I'll take a vision I'll take a image of it here. So this is the base. Oh, um, what we did here is use prefabs in a different way. These prefabs here are on 45 degrees, and we'll get inside and we'll see them, but they're 45 degrees and they're overlapped, and that's what we have here. Um, we use the angled windows to get this. This is a airlock here. Other side we use that. Oh, there's a gap there. You don't really see it anyway. Um, ooh, ooh, it's not rendered in. Nice. That's really, really good. The base isn't rendered in. PS4. All right, too far away. So I'll go closer. So this is the way back. So just by the dome there in the front, on this side of the dome, when the ring comes around, there's an SRT, and that'll take you out to here, so you don't have to go back through the hallway if you choose not to. So we go into there, and those are angled windows that have taken out the windows pane on the water chamber. When you enter it, obviously they will open up very, very nicely. So this is the entrance area. Now, hopefully, yes, it's there. Okay, good. So this is I don't have any extra water spots here. So there's a dome. It's underwater, so I used prefabs inside, um, spaced out properly, so there should be no water. These biodomes here, are set up, and it's not the backside. Nice. Anyway, we'll use this side here. The the biodomes on the bottom have overlapping moon pools, and that's sort of a theme of this. And the reason why I will show you when you get down there. The landing pads are not used to land on, although I did have a glitch with one time I teleported in and my ship was stuck inside on that landing pad. I had to call it out to the landing pads over there because you cannot take off from that pad. They're used literally to stop the legs. There's a lot of legs because there's overlapping moon pools, but the moon pools must be attached to um, either a water chamber, a dome, or cylinder, or the rectangular ones in order to operate. They don't operate the way we need them to for this build. All right, so we'll go through the hallway. Now this is this here is the angled. Remember, this is the section that's angled. I put a floor down because the walking through these windows, these are all the angled windows. These are the windows of a water chamber. Opened up. The door closes behind us perfectly. Um, they're not easy to walk through, so you have to just attach the floor. And all I did was I attached a wall to a corridor attached to the water chamber, and I went off the floor to the pavers and set it up that way. The teleporter's here. Very, very nice little waiting room, nice little plant area, and we go up into the dome itself. Now this dome is like I said, it's not a prefab dome. It's a regular wall dome, and inside I put in uh, cuboids, prefab glass cuboids, just to give it the space. The I use glass because I don't need the lights. I just use the barnacles above, give a little light. I put the nip in here because it just was a nice little fit. It sort of fit with the theme of the base. This upstairs here again, just to use the height of the dome, just to make it look fuller than it actually is. Because it's, like I said, basic underwater, you'd be swimming through it, but we're not. All right, this next section is actually the reason why the base exists. I'm using the dome, the biodomes, with the moon pools. I put the thing off, the angles off the side, come down into the area. Now this section here, we are underwater in basic structure. The moon pools are above us with the biodomes. There's no prefab structures here. So you got the water on the side. We are in basic structure underwater, and that's, I don't think it's been done before. I have entranceway here into the way back, but I'll show you how I use this at three areas. So yeah, there's no swimming at all. Oh, here. That's just a render glitch. All right, just like prefabs, even it happens in prefabs even. So this is, I use the corridors to get over to this side here because I didn't want to use all the moon pools. I don't actually like the green light. It really kind of sucks. I use the planters because it lended itself to the environment of the green light, but I don't like it. So it has a limited, you can't change light. I couldn't figure out a way to change it. If somebody comes up with that, they're geniuses. But again, underwater, basic structure, no prefabs. We're using the interference of the moon pools just to get this nice walkway underwater. Something that was trying to do for a long time, was hoping we could do, and turns out we can in a different way. And I'll do that one more other side here just to show you that there's three of them, and it's not just some fluke and stuff. So we go across here. Yeah, that green light is hard to see through. And on this side here, same thing. On this side, this is, again, same thing. Right to the window, all in basic structure, underwater. Right, and yeah, so you can see the dome on top of us. This is prefab structure, and I'm swimming. See, I'm swimming in the side. So yeah, so that shows we're underwater and such. All right, so we'll get to the ring, and I'll show you how I just tied it all together. So that's what this base is all about. It was a way for me to show off something that I just stumbled upon. I was at a gentleman's base, and he says he's a very simple water base, he said, but he put a moon pool, and it was against terrain. And I hate those stairs. The terrain, you can go either way, doesn't matter. But you see, there's a red spot. For some reason, glitching in spots right now is causing that. I don't know why I glitch in all of these, but just that one. Yeah, so I was at this guy, and he put the moon pool on the bottom of a water chamber, and he put it against a train, and I noticed that I was walking a little bit on the train. I'm like, oh, what is that? So I came back and tested it at a creative base I have, and yeah, it worked. And they actually worked better than what I have here in a different way, but it didn't. I couldn't figure out a way to do it. So this is just a little power room. If you need things from here, get collect from here on the other side. This is a water chamber with glass cuboid structures, windows taken out. They got an interesting thing with the glass because they remove their own walls and you can move the doors. You just got to put a floor in, and that's what that is. And this is the teleport back, like I said, to the SRT back uh, to the main section where we started. There's my ship right there. Sure. Little waiting room. So yeah, that's the base. Very, very, very simple. Relatively speaking, although it does things that um, I've never been able to do before, and is something that um, is unique, and it's so big that I can't even render it all in one picture. It's not big, but it's just there's so much going on. Yeah, it's not even there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and see you in the next one. Have a good one.